Or I guess they're playing a Sett top lane in this patch into a Nessus, and I'm going to showcase you guys exactly on how I can carry with Sett right now. So what I encourage you guys to run right now is either of the two things. I either recommend you to go Little Tempo, or I recommend you to go with Conquer. And what we have is Triumph, Alacrity, not Tenacity. I'm going to show you why. We have the Last Stand, Bone Plating, and then most importantly, we also have the Unflinching this game. Now we do also run Ignite. I definitely recommend most of the time if you're playing Sett. I always encourage Ignite above the Teleport. Really depends if you're into a matchup where you are struggling extremely hard. That's where you go Teleport. Other than that, you're going Ignite all day. Good start. No Ignite needed, actually. But just in case. Either way, like, as you guys know, I've been recommending Sett top for decades at this point. The champ is just awesome. Like, Sett is like one of the most aggressive top laners you can probably play right now. Because, like, believe it or not, like, Sett has the most consistently best matchups out there, if that makes sense. There's only a very small portion of champions in top that actually does counter Sett. The majority of matchups that you're going to face off are always matchups that Sett wins. Like, this alone makes Sett perfect. Then again, with the builds, you have a lot of diversity. You can go for the on-hit build, which with the blades, and then you can go Trinity Force or Stridebreaker. You can go Heartsteel, you can go Stridebreaker and then go tanky. You can get Deadman's Blade. Like, you have so much diversity with the champ that you can go any direction with the build, and that's like a luxury that most champions do not have. So, like, based on the matchup that you're running into, you can adapt with the build and just make it incredibly easy. Check this out. Got it. So we're going to be like holding the wave down here. It's not going to be a very efficient freeze because the wave will push under my tower and there's not much I can do. It's too big. If it was being thinned out a little bit and being dragged around with a little bit here would be better. I think I can still hold it though. Oh, nice sidestep. I have to walk away from that one because my combo is on cooldown. Staying max range from the Q. Now we go in. This should turn into a very easy one. Wait. Just in case. I could have probably killed him right there, but it was becoming very, very risky, so I'd rather just flash out. That's kind of my fault though. If I wait around like a second more, then I could also cast my W along with it, and then the fight would be way more clean. So that's quite risky. Fortunately though, like, the wave is still like pushing directly into Nessus, which means that I have the advantage in terms of the XP. The only problem is that I don't really know where the Warwick is. The chance of him like pathing top is very likely too. Oh. We have to be careful about the Warwick for sure right now. We do have a jungler topside too, so it's not too much of a problem. If we can, like, shove this out in some way or another. You just have to shove this out. That's pretty much all. Don't have to, like, take any risk here.
Ain't bragging if you can back it up.
I'm kind of down to, like, dive him under tower, but since I don't know where the Warwick is, it's better if I just don't do it. What we could do, however, is, like, either drag the wave. Alright, this is good. This is really good. Let's go back here. Now, this is like one of the best situations that you can get yourself into, because we were in a fight. We basically pushed down the wave under the tower right here, as you can see. And now the wave is like directly bouncing back into me, like pushing directly into me. This is really good because we're both like trying to get back to the lane. And as you can see, the cannon wave is going down. Like, he actually lost the cannon because of the wave of how it's being positioned. So Not only are we getting into a very good position where we can actually freeze down a wave and force a fight on him, but he also lost like half of the wave, if not like an entire like cannon wave for XP. We actually have a very big XP lead right now because of it, and it's going to make us win the lane very hard soon. You will see for yourself. This is a really good position to be in. Now we just have to maintain it. If he tries to go for a last hit, I'm going to go directly in because I got the level 6 and I can like kick him under my tower. If we do it right, of course. Turns out that he's going to play it safe, which means I'm just going to let it drag into my tower again. I think it's going to go for a reset. There's a possibility. We'll miss that one. That's okay. Now, we're not going to hard push down the wave. We're going to make sure it's going to slow push, because then we can, you know, build the wave up once again. And if Nasus then goes for a stack, I can directly go in. If he doesn't do anything, I will still win, because I can buy items as soon as I pushed out the wave on our tower. So,
but it's even easier to lose to me.
now we simply hold it. There you go. Remember, the Warwick is like walking like around the map, but if Warwick does decide to like gank my lane, I can just hit my R button and then I can just get myself back to my tower. Warwick seems to be in bot lane trying to fight off Hecarim, which means that we are 200% safe. Don't have to worry about anything. All we have to do is just shove this down and then go for the reset. Believe it or not, like, we're going to get an advantage right now. I'll show you what I mean with this. There you go. Look. I'm going to showcase you. We go back here, right? Now, this guy is going to be forced to farm Qs on our tower. And what happens now is I'll buy my pickaxe and I'm going to run back to lane. Look. Now we have an item advantage. So now if we go in for a fight right now, we win, because we have an entire pickaxe lead. And if he frees down the wave and then he goes back to base, I will once again be able to like deny last hits and deny XP. Look, we also have a Yone pathing top. Seems like Yone is also noticing what's going on here, so this is going to be a good time. There we go, kick him towards my direction. It's okay if he runs that way. My Yone is getting the kill. And this is like one of the strengths that Sett has. Sett is like, besides a really good top laner, the reason why he works so well is because you can play so aggressive. And you can put the wave into any position you want, because the champ is so strong. You can make the early game in any way you like. You can shape the wave to whatever you want, because we can just walk up and hit E. It's actually very easy to do. It's not that difficult. Now, if we get another gank from my team, we can actually dive him under tower and then deny him basically more. And we already have a Yuumi pathing top. I think that Warwick is also pathing top, so we're about to get into a 1v2. Or he actually already died. Cool. He tried going for the last hit, and I catched him on this. Now let's go for some plates. Nice. Guys, if you haven't played Sett yet, you absolutely should. Like, Sett is like one of the champions that should be in your champion pool if you're trying to counter people. Like, it's one of the easiest ways. He is going to die. Yeah, he's going to die here. I had to flash out. Yeah, that's what was going to happen. I was afraid of it. He just didn't cast it much later than I thought. I wanted to flash the Warwick ult because I thought he was gonna cast it on me. I troll flashed, man. It was way too soon. But yeah. It is what it is. This is not good for me. Like 15 HP? Okay, I'm dead. Like, whatever. It's all good. No, don't use the wave. Yeah, you messed up the wave already. Yeah, now finish it. Finish it. That Hacker should have not touched that wave. But because he dropped down like 1 Q, he instantly like messes up the entire wave for me. This is really bad for me. Or at least the Nasus is apparently not farming it, so that's a good thing. Okay, then that's a good thing. It's not as bad as I thought. Nice. It would have been better though. Like the best way to like have played that out would be if Hecarim were to like drag the wave into this brush right here and then make it so it bounces into me. That would be the best one. I wish that my jungler would have done this instead actually. But like this is acceptable. That's like a little technique that a lot of junglers don't know, by the way. So I don't blame my jungler for not knowing it. Even people that are in diamonds sometimes don't even know about this technique. So even in the higher elos, it just doesn't work. Anyway, we can like hold the wave right now. We are stronger than Nessus, so we're gonna abuse it. I'm gonna make sure I hold it. I think for the build this game, I'm probably gonna end up going with the stridebreaker build. Not the Trinity Force. I wanna have the stridebreaker for the AoE damage. My teammates are trying to catch them once again, but it's kind of a waste. The Hecarim is making a bad play right here because you can't wait for that. Sure, you can, but like he's wasting time to farm. He's falling behind. My jungler is wasting a lot of time right there. This is really bad for my jungler, but yeah, it's all good. He spawned down the Herald, so I think we can probably get the second tower. Yeah, we probably can. We just have to force it with the team together. Just trying to force him. Yeah, nice. Again, guys, if you don't play Sett, I absolutely recommend you guys to do it. Like, Sett is such a good champ. Like, literally, I don't say this very often about champions, but like Sett is like one of those champions you lock it in and you get a free lane phase. Most of the time. Most matchups that you're going to run into works like this. That's why I like Sett so much. Because like you know why Sett is so good? It's because you have like the passive and the Q. You can dish out a lot of damage using the Q. Your W is like a damage tool, AoE clear, and also a shield. Your E is what makes Sett so overpowered, because with Sett's E, you basically stand in front of the wave or in front of the last hit that they're trying to get, and they just cast E. So your opponent basically has no option. If they want to try and last hit, they're going to have to try and tank your E, which is there's only a very few champions in top that can actually counter this. Like, or you somehow outplay it, like, or you simply tank it, and that's it. Like, this ability is what makes him so good. And if you know how to use it, like, a lot of matchups are super free. So it all depends on like how you use it, where you position. If you do it correctly, they have like 0 chance. Then again, your ultimate is also like a disengage tool plus an engage tool. So like you can play lane out in any single way. Like, you get ganked by the enemy opponent, you just hit R. You want to go in, you hit R. Like, extremely OP ultimate in my opinion. You can hit the combo, hit R as well. Sort of do like an auto cancel. Because you hit auto, then you hit R. You can dish out more like autos this way. Let's get that wave and then we just back off afterwards. Or we can try and get the blue buff. We can still get it. I'm pretty sure they haven't taken it. In general, I don't use W for clearing, but since I know where everybody is... This is a really good flank right here.
Walking down the path, I had time to reflect. Now, I'm just doing it.
Oh, he cannot jump on me. Or... I need my Yone to move around. I'm glad that my teammates are moving. Chasing down is not gonna do anything for me. I am so glad that my teammates actually moved. I was looking at mid lane and like they didn't move until I think somebody started pinging. I don't know. But yeah, guys, again, play set if you haven't. Like, the champ is awesome. I recommend you guys to play it. Thanks so much for watching today's set video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.